Extortion in South Africa is becoming a common trend. This trend has been going on for a couple of years right now. To be specific, the extortion came to light in the year 2016. I'm not saying that's when it started, but it came to light to us that there's something that is a protection fee. It has been going on for all those years, and at this point of time, it is reaching its highest point. It is so common, it is even spilling out to children. Dumela Kazi, welcome back to the cafe. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning Sabi, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. Please make sure that you subscribe if you're not, and also please do comment down below with your own views. Like this video at the end, it really helps to grow this channel. Without wasting any more time, let's get into this video. So today I come in peace. I come in peace with my headphones because I've been trying to do this video and I clicked a wrong button and I wanted to hear that I can hear both sides, because at some point there's a video that I created. I filmed this video, and when I was editing, I could hear that there is something wrong with my actual voice or with my sound. So I said, okay, cool. I'm just gonna pop in these headphones so that I can hear my voice if it is going through. I don't like them at all because I just don't like anything that is covering my ears too much. But anyway, let's get into this extortion story. By now, I think a lot of us and a lot of you guys on your side, you know what is going on in the country with extortion. It is something that is spoken about each and every day. In most cases, we call it a protection fee. So protection fee is an amount that people who are criminals, let's get that clear. It's criminals that are coming to you and ask you to pay a certain amount of money to them in order for them to protect you from them. Let me say it again. Criminals coming to you and say, hey, we need to protect you. We're going to protect you if you give us 30%, if you give us 50% of your business profit, and we're going to protect you from us. Protect you from stealing from you. The cliche part is they are already stealing from you. It's just that they're saying that we're going to protect you from us, right? That's the protection fee. And this protection fee is so well organized. I'm talking about the bigger one that actually hinders the infrastructure development in so many places. That includes the Western Cape, the Eastern Cape, Gauteng, KZN, which is where it is saturated. It is big in KZN. A lot of people are just living their lives as per normal because obviously extortion is something that is happening in the daily basis, and a lot of people are scared to go out to actually report this extortionist because the police are some of the police rather, are part of these syndicates or mafia. So now at the beginning of this video, I spoke about the extortion spilling out to children. And yes, you remember in Mthatha, some of the schools in Mthatha are not operational because these syndicates went and asked for extortion fee. And at some point, one principal of one school in Mthatha lost their lives, and it is believed that the principal was shot dead by these extortionist or mafia. So obviously, in order for you to run a school, you need these people, you need the principal. And obviously, if something like this happens, if there's extortionists that are coming to extort the school, what do you need to do to close the school? Because it's not safe for the workers, it is not safe for the children. So these extortionists, now they are targeting boys in most cases. They are targeting those boys, and those boys are extorting money and anything that is valuable from the other pupils in the school, the other student, the other learners. The learners are extorting money from other learners in the same school because they are sent by these mafias. How about that one? Do you think this extortion thing is going to end? Because the country is so rotten to the core, to the point that it's so highly almost impossible for the country to control this mafia. This mafia exists everywhere. And also on top of that, what do you think, guys? Because some of these big corporations that are extorted as well, like big corporations, big companies that are extorted, they are extorted by the biggest the biggest extortion mafia. So obviously these big extortion mafia, they don't go to these companies by themselves. They hire private security. So private security has got the authority to go and actually extort money on behalf of certain people that are powerful within these syndicates. So the fight is so difficult at this point of time. The fight is so difficult to fight these extortionists because even it is believed that even the actual politicians are involved in these extortion shenanigans. So if the highest part is rotten, imagine the normal people that are actually down there. What do they do? Where do they go and cry? Because that is the reason why people don't report the extortion crime, because everything is rotten. The police are rotten. Politicians are rotten. The private sector, which is the private securities, rotten to the core. So there is nowhere that you will go and cry, because if you open that case, there is a possibility that your family, yourself, everybody who is your loved one will be murdered. There's another one that I just heard right now. I was like, okay, I'm so done with this country. Like, I'm really done. Apparently in Langa, Cape Town, if you've got a satellite dish outside, obviously for DSTV, they will come and ask you to pay a protection fee for that satellite dish. You need to pay anything between 195 and 500 rands. Like, yo guys, I cannot even put it in words how frustrating it is to hear such things. Remember, during lockdown because of COVID, we had military all over the show. Why is it difficult for government, if they are not doing this extortion stuff on their side, if they are not involved, why is it difficult for them to actually release their military? Why are they not releasing the military? Because that's when we need them. If these extortionists are able to stop the infrastructure development in South Africa, that means that is terrorism. You don't want the country to grow. You want to rule the country. It's like a coup that will take over the government. So we are nearing the point whereby these extortionists are taking over the whole country. We are nearing that time where these extortionists are grouping themselves in order for them to take over the government. And if they take over this government, that's where it's going. If they don't cut this whole thing from now on, we're going to have a problem. The children who are in school that are recruited by these mafias to extort other children. What do you want to do with 5 friends from a child? What do you want to do with only 5 friends from a child? And obviously, because of how popular this extortion thing is, there's petty crimes. So each and every Dick and Tom around Joe or whoever in the streets, they start doing this extortion thing, because obviously it's something that is popular and it's an easy money. If you come and threaten people that you need to give me this amount, then we will not extort you. So it's an easy thing, that it's like a target. So everyone, like Uber drivers and Uber Mr. Deliveries and these scooters and whatever, they are getting extorted because you need to pay in order for you to come and deliver here so that we can protect you from ourselves. Because obviously, if you don't give us money, we go into pew. I mean, it's not even a negotiation. They don't negotiate, these people. It just sounds like they're negotiating. They don't negotiate with you. They're telling you that you give us money, we actually protect you. But if you don't give us the money, we're actually going to shoot you. So it's like, give us money or we shoot you. It's like robbery. Yes, it is robbery. It is robbery. It's just that we sugarcoat it by saying it's extortion. It's no longer really extortion. It's illegal, or rather criminality, which is stealing. If you don't know, Beer House in Cape Town, Long Street, has been closed. I think Beer House has been in Long Street for a couple of years. I think 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. But it has been there for a long time. If you don't know, let me explain to you where is Beer House, how it is Beer House. I mean, you're not gonna forget. If you have been in Long Street, Cape Town, you're not gonna forget this colorful nightclub. This colorful nightclub is yellow it was yellow in color. And it suffered a lot of extortion, protection fee money in Cape Town, whereby they even killed one of the managers of this establishment. So this establishment was owned by a South African and a German guy. So this South African guy agreed that they must shut down, or he's out of the business. He wants out of the business, obviously. Then they agreed because the German one ran away to Germany because these extortionists were demanding a lot of money. I mean, the money goes as far as 300,000 rands for bigger businesses. Where do you get 300,000 rands whereby you need to maintain your life, you need to pay your staff, you need to buy the actual products of this establishment, and also on top of that you need to maintain this whole building that you are in. And then these people just come just to ask you for 300,000 rands as if they're asking for 10 cents. Like, it's a lot of money. Like, it has been going on for the longest time, and government is only trying to make themselves feel like they are doing something right now. And also, one of the news that came in that I was reading this morning, there are police that are already apprehended, and they are appearing in court, I think today or tomorrow. They're appearing in court. I think I need to follow up that story in order for me to get an article or write down the points that are important in order for us to follow up these things that are happening in this country, especially when it comes to this extortion, because it's something that is happening in a very alarming rate. It's happening so fast to the point that you cannot keep up with what is going on, because everything that is happening now is extortion. I think they will come and extort YouTubers as well. If they see you on YouTube, then they get your contact details, or someone knows you from somewhere, and then they start extorting you because obviously they think that you're getting something out of this YouTube. Because if, for example, in places like Langa, Khayelitsha and whatever, if you're driving a car, any car, in fact, if they see a car outside of your house, then you need to pay around about 500 rands or something like that. Like in Mthatha, if you are renting a place and you are working for government, you have to pay anything between 500 and 1,500 rands because you are working for government. So everybody is getting extorted. And also people who are selling in the streets, like vendors, they are not immune to these extortion kingpins as well, because they are getting extorted. They need to pay a certain amount of money. So almost like 50% of what they're making each and every day. Like, you need to pay for this. For example, you need to pay for this DSTV satellite every week, 195 or 100 to 300 rands every week. Where do you get that money? Where do you get that money? So people shouldn't have anything in order for them not to be extorted, because I feel like you shouldn't have anything in your life in order for you to be immune to this extortion stuff that is going on. I'm so terrified that this will hinder a lot of young black or young people in this country that are trying to start businesses, because you cannot start a business if that business will end up failing because of extortionists. It just took me out when I heard that the children in the schools are extorting other children. It's just taking me out. It's just baffling. Where is our military? Where is our military? Do they have a best interest on our side, or they just there to just be the military for only when it is convenient for politicians, for only when something affects politicians? Are we not protected? Are we not supposed to be protected in our own country? We're fighting too many things to the point that a lot of people in this country, they are losing faith, and also they are suffering from mental health, because there's a lot of things that are happening. You don't know which side you want to start. You don't know which side you want to touch, because there's too many things are going on. Or is it government trying to detour our actual focus because they want to sign something that we're not agreeing with. And in order for them to sign it in peace without us saying anything, they would rather push this extortion story to the point that that's the only story that we hear about each and every day in the news. But anyway, we can talk and talk and never stop talking. I thank you so much for watching till this far. Please do make sure that you subscribe. Do make sure that you comment down below with your own views, and also make sure that you like this video. It helps a lot, and I will see you on my next upload. Have a fantastic one. Peace out.